Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Rollcage TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, and not this flood aftermath task. What does this task do? Does it open up a road or something? I probably should prioritize it. No. But where's the thing that I delivered there? Oh, they're all off in the water there. Okay, I will maybe do that after I... No. Yeah, I will probably do that next. But first of all, I'm going to get that prototype exploration unit. And taking it back to the garage. And why am I taking it back to the garage? Because I don't need it anymore. And I can sell it at the garage. And but I can't sell it unless I get a scout vehicle that has a trailer hitch. And the only scout vehicle that has a trailer hitch that I own is the Jeep Wrangler. That's because part of easy mode means I'm using only paid DLC vehicles. This way. But the Jeep Wrangler right now I think is in the garage. So that will be the easiest place to go. Oh, what was that? 3 service spare parts? Yeah, so I'll have to... Well, once I get to the garage, I can, I can put the lawn bed on here, but then I can't pick them up because I can't put the trailer on here. Oh, that is where the path goes. I could pull the other, I could put one of the other vehicles out to load up. No, I can't do that. Because I have to go there and get them myself. I don't want to have to take a trailer over there. Because I got to pull them out of the water. I might just overload them. Probably what I will do. I'm not making 2 trips. That's ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as this bridge. Do not do the task. Do not do the task that finishes this pipe. Otherwise, you can't cut through there, and then half the things you need to do, you can't do anymore. Or you have to go some obnoxious way around. I was warned not to do that. I don't remember who warned me. Somebody in Twitch chat warned me, but also... I watched Wezel on Wheels. Shout out to Wezel. Watched his playthrough of this, but that was a long time ago. I would not have remembered that. So I appreciate who it was that reminded me in chat. Even though I apologize, I don't remember who you were. It's time to grab another couple pretzels, which I will eat so discreetly no one will ever know. Except I mentioned it. So you would know. All these framing sites are going. I take back all trailers and sell them. I clear out all the framing sites. I use their cargo if I can. If I can't easily get to their cargo, or not even easily, I will try my best to use up all their cargo in a useful manner. Otherwise, I will just load and delete the cargo, because I bring only memories, and I take only memories and leave only footprints and tire tracks. Why do I want to say I bring only memories? You don't bring memories, you take memories. Is that the better way to go to get there? No, that's a terrible way to go to get there. This is the ZiKZ 612H Mastodon. All my vehicles are paid DLC vehicles. I mention this over and over again. If you've listened to any of my episodes, you know the whole deal. Part of easy mode is a quick start advantage, but also it's a yeah, it looks like the trail does go through there. It's a quick start advantage, but it's also a restriction that can be difficult. There are other vehicles that I could have come across by now that would have been better to use. But I think the vehicles I have now will get me through the whole thing. If another paid DLC vehicle comes out that I would find useful to add to the fleet, then I will. I love the Jeep Wrangler, but if there's another scout vehicle that is as stable and gives me a lot of the advantages the Wrangler gives me, and yet also has a trailer hitch, scout trailer hitch, then I would replace the Wrangler, because the Wrangler is very underpowered. But like the Lodestar would be great, except the Lodestar, I don't want to turn around here. Except the Lodestar is not a paid DLC vehicle. It's one you find in a map. Made it all the way, had it all the way. Okay, now this, if you watched a couple episodes ago, you watched me fairly easily get a scout field trailer up here. Getting this trailer on here is quite a bit more difficult. And I don't remember the best way of doing it. I think the best way of doing it was opposite to the don't use the tongue, use the back end, because it does have a single back end point, I believe. Yes, it does have a back end. So, look this way. The secret, I mentioned many times. Let's see if we can make it a little bit brighter. I mentioned this many times. The secret is to not try to lift with the crane, only lift with the winch. So you get the crane about where you want it to be, and then you just attach to the spot with the winch you want, and then I'm not going to lift the crane, I'm just going to lift with the winch. Winching all the way. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because of the tongue and because it's a lot heavier than the fuel carrier. So I'm going to now rotate it around, and hopefully I have to lower it a little to get it past that spot. No, that was the wrong button. How do I change views? That's how I change view. Okay. Now I'm in crane view, which may or may not have been a good idea. I can't see the top. Go back to truck view. No, I hit the wrong button. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I definitely didn't want to do that. Now I'm messed up. Definitely messed up now. If I try to pull the crane back, will I be able to do that? No, I can't lift it up anymore. Oh, great. This is what I go through. I hit the wrong button all the time. I just got to start over. Sadly, I just have to start over. So I hit the wrong button. Okay, pull the crane back. And I can't get to the back. Yeah, I can't get to the back point. Okay. Winch control. There. Except it's gonna be awkward now because it's behind me and I'm gimbal locking the winch. Okay, here we go. Now it's starting to go. Okay. I'm up high enough that I can rotate it. And I'm gonna rotate it this way, I think. This might be a little trickier. Okay, now I'm gonna lower it. Try to keep it square. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, I'm going forward now. And now I'm pulling the winch in. Yeah, I should have done it the other way. Pull it up. Can I get it rotated now? It's so much easier with the bed. Okay, now can I rotate it? I don't think it's gonna rotate. I don't think it's gonna rotate because of the pun. Okay, it is rotating a little. Just a little. Oh, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. Is that square? More or less square. Okay. Now lower the winch, not the crane, the winch. It's got to catch on something before I lower the crane. Is it catching? Okay, the tires are catching. Okay, now I can lower the crane. Lift lower, left button, right button lower. Go back a little. Okay, lower, 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 lower. Lower, lower. Oh, I'm gimbal locked. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I just need to shove it forward a little bit. I can't lower the crane anymore because I'm gimbal locked. Okay, there we go, there we go. No, don't fall off! I had it. I could have just packed it right there. Now I'm just getting desperate and angry. Any chance this will work? All right. Not important. Come on, fall off so I can drag you. Of course, it won't attach to where I need it to attach to. Fall off. Fall off. Fall off. Thank you. Straighten out. Thank you. I think I'm going the right way. Okay. I know I can get it on here. I've got it on here before. I'm more successful with the sideboard trailer. And yes, the best way to get there is back the way I came. I can see the path. And this is a long way. I should probably have turned the engine off while I was doing all this. Now watch me forget to turn the winch back on and start the engine. Okay, and I have to make my way back here to get to that road. It's through here, over here. Oh, the music is so pleasant, but you know what? It does get monotonous. If you want to help in that regard, you can go to crinklesmusic.com. C-R-A-N. Well, it's in the YouTube description, crinklesmusic.com. I'll actually throw it in the Twitch chat as well, in case you're watching on Twitch. Exclam music. Crinklesmusic.com. All of my background music comes from that person, that artist. I have all of my, just about all of my music comes from 22. All of their tracks come from various albums, collections that they call Soundtrack from the Box. And mine comes from Soundtrack from the Box 22. However, I do have license to volumes 21 through 24. So if you would like to expand the music, I know I would like to. Give me suggestions for volumes 21, 23, and 24. You can listen to it for free. You don't have to license it to listen to it. You just have to license it to, and it's a free license, but you just have to agree to certain terms to license it for background music. So it is royalty-free music. But for background music, you do need to, agree to a particular license. You have to, you do have to pay to download it, but you don't have to pay to listen to it. You don't have to pay for the license, but you do have to pay to listen to it. Or to, you have to pay to download, but you don't have to pay to listen. So if you go on that site, you can listen to the music, is what I'm saying. And I'd appreciate it if everyone goes to the site, crinklesmusic.com, listens to volumes 21, or the first however many seconds, volumes 21, 23, and 24, and give me suggestions. Up to 3 suggestions per album. And then I will be... I'll give you some acknowledgement if you're if you respond to me by whispering on Twitch. I'll make you a VIP for some period of time. Otherwise, I will. If you give me the suggestions on YouTube, I will acknowledge you in the YouTube comments for some period of time. Yes, 3 songs, volumes 21. 23, 24. I would appreciate it. I've had this shout out going for a long time, this appeal going for a long time. And so far only 2 people have responded. And I am looking to take a break pretty soon, an extended break from streaming. There'll be no break in the YouTube content because I've got over a month saved up. But I'm going to take a couple weeks off from streaming with the goal of improving the streaming experience, which includes more background music, which will also improve the YouTube experience. and also put together some more emotes for Twitch, that sort of thing. Wow. A little more refreshing Fresca and Fanta are two of the drinks that I like. I also like main brand cola, caffeinated diet, everything is diet, but I'm not going to name it because I don't want controversies. No politics, no religion, no Coke versus Pepsi or Ford versus Chevy on this channel. Also have some root beer there. We also get like Sprite and Squirt for clear soda, but my favorites are, we negotiate, we order the soda delivered. Everything else we go to we don't eat together or anything, we just, but in the people that occupy this apartment space, to share the apartment, we pitch in on the soda and then share it, so, and have it delivered. Been doing that since the great plague of 2020. And it's turned out it's nicer to have some stuff delivered. Not all the groceries, that gets too expensive, but the soda, we go through a lot of soda. 3 people. And I go through a lot of soda when I'm streaming. I also have water that I use, but I fill up my glass of soda with, fill it completely up with ice, and then it melts down slowly as I drink the soda. So I end up with more hydration than just the 2-3 cans of soda that I drink in the stream. And like I said, I also have a bottle of water here, with just a tiny amount of flavoring in it. There's a squirt-in flavoring you can get, and it would be really expensive if you used it in the strength that they recommend, but yeah, this thing is like sliding all over, isn't it? Oh well, I got across. I got over there. Is it off-center? The back end off-center? I think yeah, it is. I should probably try to grab it from where it's supposed to grab. Get it turned around somewhat. And grab the front end of it. Because I know trying to winch to the front can be quite a challenge. All right. There we go. Okay. Don't pull it in so far that I get a collision box crash. That would be very bad. One time I did have to hard exit the game because I had some terrible crash. I should be able to get across this bridge a little bit easier now. A little more reliably. It is better. There used to be like a lot of seams and stuff, and they have improved the engine. When the engine first came out, it was so easy to get collision box conflicts where everything would start breaking, your vehicle would fly up in the air. It still happens, but they have made lots of improvements, both to the engine and to the maps. The newer maps are more subject to it. I guess there's seams in the maps that also have to be accounted for, as well as changes to the engine. Yeah, if you somehow get the collision box of the thing you're towing inside the collision box of your truck, the engine just thinks, oh, these two are in conflict. We should, like, break something. But since it's on the inside already, it just keeps breaking and then starts, like, flipping upside down and stuff. It's pretty dramatic and funny when it happens. Am I going to get close enough to trigger that? Okay. If you're a veteran SnowRunner, you know what I'm talking about. Another hydration break. I'm out of soda. I'm gonna get the water bottle close to me here, so I can use that. I also have my pretzels here, my handy dandy pretzel. Ooh, I got chili. When I'm done streaming, I have chili. Chili with Mrs. Renfro's habanero salsa. That's the secret. You cook your ground beef. I'm not giving away. I mean, I'm giving away the recipe, but everybody should drink it. Yeah. You fry up your ground beef, and please make sure it's, well done. No mad cow diseases. You fry up your ground beef with plenty of Worcestershire sauce. Drain it in Worcestershire sauce as you're cooking it. And then in a big old pot, pound the ground beef in a big old pot, put in, let's see if I remember all this, a can of diced tomatoes, a can of tomato paste, a can of corn, a can of kidney beans, and a can of garbanzo beans, otherwise known as chickpeas. And you don't have to add any water. And then the most important thing, a jar of Mrs. Renfro's habanero salsa. Make sure it's the real habanero, not like with mango or something. And then there's also some quantity, like you can throw in a tablespoon of ketchup if you want, a little extra sweetness if habanero is not your style. A couple tablespoons of chili powder. And then, I don't remember what else. Pepper, yes. About a half a cup of ground black pepper. Not a half a cup. But I love ground black pepper on everything, so like a tablespoon of that. Don't give me no teaspoon. And that's the recipe. As far as I remember. It's the best chili in the world. Better than your mom used to make. If your mom used to make chili. And your mom wasn't from, like, a Latin American country where they actually probably make much better chili. Mrs. Renfro's. I'm not paid, by the way. I'm not sponsored. But if people ever wanted to reach out to sponsor me, I would definitely take a sponsorship from Mrs. Renfro's salsa. Made in Texas, supposedly. Texas, USA, Texas, US, whatever. Probably not available. It's available in all of the Midwest of the US. I don't know where else it's available. It's available all across the US. It's available in other countries. I don't know. But yes, habanero salsa. Gotta have the habanero salsa. Habanero salsa is pretty spicy if you like just use it as salsa on chips. Now everyone has different spice tolerances. But it is pretty spicy if you use it like on nachos and stuff like that. But you mix it in with the chili, and it's for most people, I don't think too spicy. Although if it's too spicy, you can always throw in a touch of sour cream or something to cut it. I get my jars of habanero ordered because if you go to the grocery stores, if they have Mrs. Renfro's habanero, at least around Minnesota here, they usually have it habanero and mango. It's like, what? You people in Minnesota don't like spicy food? I mean, that is traditionally people in Minnesota don't like spicy food. The woman I used to work with referred to it as pinchy to her little 3-year-old daughter. Ooh, pinchy. This food is pinchy, but it's spicy. But yes, I order. And speaking of ordering stuff, if you order stuff, and I'm not recommending this to anyone, but if you order stuff from Amazon and you happen to be an Amazon Prime member, and not necessarily to order goods, you can, maybe you like Amazon Prime Video or music or whatever. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you automatically get Twitch Prime. You have to go into your Twitch connections page, your dashboard.twitch.tv/u/whatever your user ID is. And there's a connections page there. I think it's there. Maybe it's off. Anyway, you can find it. Go to your settings, connections page, and then you connect your Twitch account. You can connect just your Twitch Plus account now. You don't have to connect your entire Twitch account. Because now it tells you if you attach your Twitch account, it keeps track of all your deliveries and stuff in Twitch. I'm sorry, your Amazon Prime account. You used to have to connect your Amazon account to Twitch. But now you only have to connect your Amazon Prime account. And then it doesn't, because now with your Amazon account, they put more information like what goods you've ordered, because then they can give you targeted ads. How about that? But it defaults to off. But, so I recommend just connecting the Amazon Prime account, not the Amazon account. Then you get Twitch Prime. And the whole reason for Twitch Prime, as we all know, is so that you can spend some of Jeff's money and get one you can get one I'm just going, since I'm at the garage, you can subscribe to one channel for free. If you want, you can make it my channel. I'm not sure why you would. Oh, it's also, as I'm streaming this, it's September, which means there's discounted subs. But by the time you're watching this on YouTube, it's already going to be November, last week of September. And stop. Attach winch. No, not attach winch. Attach trailer. There we go. Trailer store. Solve it! Finally, it took me forever to get rid of that thing. Cover it back to the garage. Yes. Now, what am I going to do next? I was talking about doing the actual flood aftermath. Right? I don't have too many more tasks to do on this map. I got flood aftermath. I've got fallen rocks. Are the consumables? Okay, you pick up the consumables from the railroad station or the warehouse. Who's going to get them from the warehouse? Well, maybe I will if they only have a couple. 2 consumables from the warehouse. Okay, looks like I'm going to the warehouse. 4 consumables at the storage zones. I have to get these 2 consumables from the warehouse, but it's actually not bad. Warehouse is right there. So that's what I'm going to do when I do that. And then I will have cleared out the warehouse. I will not have to get any more consumables from there. I have a truck here? There is a truck here. Oh, there's a maintenance trailer here. Okay. And then support the meteorologist. I take it that's just to go find somebody. Oh, service spare parts to them. Didn't this other thing want service spare parts? Oh, they only want 2 service spare parts. Okay. Got it. So support the meteorologist will be easier. Except it has to go right up there, which was very difficult. Which was the way I was able to go and which was the way I wasn't able to go again? If I'd only known. Well, it looks like they want you to go this way. Now this is icy. I can take my truck that is better at ice, but it's not as good at other things. So I think that's what I will do. So, and it has a good crane. I can grab it, come up here, and then the other truck can grab these 2. Or I can go grab, no, probably not. Okay, let's get this one over with. I haven't even started any of the things yet. I don't have the truck out. Which is this one. And it's got the chain tires on it. And it has the better crane. And it's fairly powerful. It's powerful enough. All right, we will use this. Actually, do I want to put the sideboard on it? I'm going to put the sideboard on it. Because if I have to unpack it, I can. It'll be really easy to pick it up with this crane. It's a little heavier with the sideboard, which could be the only issue, but I'm not going to have to unpack it. Why would I have to unpack? Well, if it rustles around, I don't want it falling off. So, yeah, we'll do it that way. I am going to go to here. And then I am going to go to here. And the ways I'm going to get there are as follows. Take this road. Take this road. In case you don't know, you can drag waypoints around if you grab the ribbon. You can also delete waypoints by highlighting them and then hitting the same button you used to add, except it's buggy, which is why they don't tell you you can do that. Sometimes you just add to the end and you have to delete them and then rotate your view around, and maybe you'll delete that way. But it's still my favorite game in the whole world right now. I think I like other games better some other time. Okay, and now I am going to try to do this because I'm in the truck that can do the icy road. And I think the problem with the rocks is that they're icy. Now, it may not be better on rocks, but... And it may turn out that this is the right way to go in the first place. I don't know. Maybe I never tried this way before. I don't know where the trail is to get there, but it's something like that. All right. 40 minutes. We got time to get started here. What time of day is it? Afternoon. Perfect weather. A little foggy. All right, this baby, stop turning it off. This baby isn't bad. It's very lightweight for a truck. I mean, it's a lighter truck. It's very fast. Got the top engine in it. It's very fast. How I got the top engine, I have streamed everything in this game and put it on YouTube, except for about 6 hours between episode 6 and episode 7, which was between the first stream and the second stream. I did grind out the food delivery task in Michigan to get enough experience points. I had plenty of money because they sold everything, but to get enough experience points to be able to do all the upgrades I needed. These vehicles, you don't find upgrades for them on the map. Sometimes there's generic upgrades that you might get on the map. But in general, you don't get upgrades. The specific upgrades for the vehicles, you don't get on the map. You get them by unlocking them with experience points. And the food delivery contract, is it a contract? Contest, I'm sorry. If you play on normal mode like I'm doing, you can do it over and over again. You can really grind it out. It's very easy to get gold. But you do have to grind it out for a few hours. I'm used to playing like Diablo 2, other action, Titan Quest is what I really love, action RPG games. So I'm used to grinding things out until I get the item that I really want. So yes, I mentioned in episode 6 at the end, I mentioned how to unlock it. I show how to unlock it. So watch episode 6 in Michigan. So it would be episode 1.6. And because you do have to unlock the... Oh. I thought the crane was at the back again, but it is not. And this one, this crane, I can actually lift with the crane itself. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I don't have to muck around with anything. Blammo. Good enough. I hope. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, let's get going. I have a feeling this episode is going to be ending with heartbreak, but ending with me getting to the icy rocks and be like, how am I supposed to do this? Yeah, I think there's a better way to get around that. And I don't think that's it. Do I eventually want to get to this path? Yeah, I think I can take that path. And not that path. This looks very dangerous. No, 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 no! Well, folks, that looks like a good time to end the episode. Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, the nice thing about it is I'm not that far away from the garage. And, you know, I'm pretty close to where I need to get. And pick that stuff up and bring it back here. And find a different way to get there, because that wasn't it. This truck is not as stable as some of the others. It's a pretty stable truck, but it's not as stable as some of the others. And I get a little cocky when I'm driving around the Wrangler and the Mastodon and especially the Rezvani, which is very stable. So I'm going to lay this out, and then I am going to take a break. If you're watching on Twitch, I'll be taking a short break. If you're watching on YouTube, the next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which, let's actually make it morning. Yeah, that'll be nice. Yes, the next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is almost always 6 p.m. or 1800 hours in the UK, and almost never 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. But it is plus or minus an hour, depending on the time of year. So we can all say thank you to Daylight Savings Time, and I can say thank you to all of you for watching. Twitch, again, stick around. YouTube, next episode. I'll see you then.